If there's a series that people love, it is absolutely the Mega Man series. Mega Man's been going strong for nearly 40 years at this point, and there's so many games that came out in the 80s and 90s, and especially in the 2000s. My first time ever playing Mega Man was actually on the Game Boy, and my cousin had this and the label was completely peeled off. I played it for a little bit and I did Cutman stage, and I was like, yeah, this is neat. Mega Man was on NES, Super Nintendo, and of course they had to keep going and enter the 32-bit era for the PS1. Mega Man 8 is definitely not one of the worst games in the series, but it's definitely not one of the favorited ones of the bunch. I never really had a problem with this game back in the day when I played it, but it's just one in the series I don't come back to too often. As you already know from clicking on this video, we're going to kind of go in detail with Mega Man 8, if this game is worth your time to check out, and if it still holds up in today's time. We all know it's not a bad game, it's freaking Mega Man, but is it worth your time to check out as a Mega Man game and as a PS1 game? Pop a squat, get you a beverage, and let's talk about Mega Man 8 for the original PlayStation. Mega Man 8 was released in the year 1997 for the PS1 in North America as well as PAL regions. It was developed and published by the one and only Capcom. Mega Man 8's plot picks up right after Mega Man 7 where it ended. When a gigantic explosion in space sends two strange meteors crashing to Earth, a desperate call for help goes out. Mega Man speeds to the site and arrives just in time to see his arch-rival, Dr. Wily. Oh no, I never would have guessed it. Mega Man must uncover the secret of the mysterious meteors in a race to stay one step ahead of Dr. Wily and his deadly breed of superpowered robots. In other words, the same thing you've done 7 times in the series up to this point. Stop Dr. Wily from taking over the world. These cutscenes, by the way, are freaking badass. For people not familiar with this series, it is a side-scrolling run-and-gun platform game. You can move with the D-pad left and right, down doesn't do anything, neither does up. The control scheme is customizable, and I don't like how Capcom did it, so this is how I played. I press X to jump, square is your Mega Buster shot, circle is the special weapon, L1, R1 cycles through your weapons. Start pauses the game. The gameplay, well, it's Mega Man. You shoot stuff, you get to the end of the level, beat the Robot Master, you move on, choose another stage afterwards. In this game, you start off on this tropical Hawaii theme kind of level here, and you get this soccer ball power, and at first you're like, what the hell is this? It comes in handy sometimes, especially against the first couple bosses. I guess Capcom is still hung up on Mega Man Soccer. So you do have the stage selection, but it kind of does what the 7th game did. And instead of having all 8 Robot Masters available, you only get 4, so you have to choose through those 4 first, and then you beat them, and then you'll eventually unlock the rest. You have the choice to go back to the island level at the beginning as well, or Dr. Light's lab to buy stuff. If you've played the other Mega Man games in the series before this, then you'll be right at home with this one. Your health and ammo are at the top left corner. That's very unchanged, just prettied up for the 32-bit era. If you die, you go back to your last checkpoint, you lose all your lives, it's a game over. Now, with this game though, every level has 2 sections, so you beat the first section, you get a continue point in the middle of the level. So if you get a game over at the Robot Master, you'll go back to that continue point midway through the level. Mega Man X4 is kind of similar to this too. The big addition to the first in the series, you can save your game, and you can save every time you beat a level or go to the shop. All your health ammo supplies are here whenever you're killing enemies, they'll sometimes drop that kind of stuff. There's a few other changes that happen with this game. The first big change was Rush. So Rush in this game, whenever you activate him, he can be used as a motorcycle. You just kind of move a little faster, you don't jump much higher, and you can shoot stuff. Kind of unnecessary. I mean, the point of Rush before was to make it to higher platforms, because you jump on his back, and he could do some other stuff. Not too sure why they removed that. They also removed E-Tanks. Now come on, man, E-Tanks were awesome in the other games. Instead, you use Rush to search for stuff, and he'll give you some health here and there. Lame. Mega Man 7 was the first game to introduce the Bolt system, so you talk to Otto in that game to buy stuff. Well, it's still here in this game, but now the bolts, they feel more like collectibles because they're very few and far between, unlike the last game. When you do get them, you talk to Roll at Dr. Light's lab, and she'll sell you some cool upgrades like a better laser cannon, an exit stage pass, which is weird because you could just do that in the other games, naturally, and you can even double up on your shield. So, I mean, I appreciate the stuff here, but it doesn't feel like it's needed. It's completely optional, though, to go to the shop. You don't have to, so if you don't do that, the game still feels like Mega Man no matter what. So at least it doesn't take away from the original experience too much. Of course, we got to talk about the meat and potatoes, the robot masters, and the stages. Your first big stage is Grenade Man, and his level is pretty cool. It's like an armory theme, very easy first level, I'd say. And his pattern, it's a very decent challenge for being the first master you fight. Your second one is Frost Man, and his level is an ice themed level. It's very notorious for the quick reflexes of this right here.
Jump, jump. Slide, slide, jump, 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 jump.
When you do fight him, it's funny. He has this funny dialogue where he says,
"I'll crush you. I will beat you."
I feel kind of sorry for him. The third guy is Tengu Man, and he has like this wind theme level, kind of like Airman stage. One awesome thing they did with this level is there's a shoot 'em up section where you're riding on Rush, and you get these power-ups so you can get like Bead, Auto, and the others. And this is awesome. It literally feels like Air Zonk right here, and probably one of my favorite parts of the game. The fourth guy I'll mention is Clown Man, and yeah, it sounds like a joke, no pun intended, but he has a really crazy stage and very colorful, and it's just kind of fun to go through, and the boss fight himself, he is a pretty good challenge too. The other robot masters you come across too are also pretty cool, and they all have fun stages, but I definitely wanted to talk about the first half at least. And even after the first half, you have a mid stage, which is a new thing in the series, and you go through this level and you fight this boss too. His name's Duo. He looks like Optimus Prime. Some of the highlight weapons that I thought were really cool in this game is the grenade launcher, the first one you get. This one's just a big bomb, and it's just super helpful, and it's good on multiple bosses in this game. Clown Man's power, Thunderclaw, you can use this. It's an electrical grappling hook thing, but you can use it too to use it as a swing shot, kind of like the Lums in Rayman. You even have stuff like the flame sword here. This is a cool melee weapon. I feel like a little mini Zero here. Overall, I really like the weapons in this game. I think they did a good job making some unique and decent ones. With every Mega Man game, you've got a Wily Castle to go through, and just to kind of briefly put it, it definitely has some challenge at first, but it gets kind of flat in my opinion on the second half. Wily puts up a challenge for sure, but definitely not the hardest in the series. Overall though, decent boss fights. Mega Man 8's always been one of my least favorite games in the series. I don't know, just didn't really care for it. But I played this one again with a more critical eye, and I definitely have more of an appreciation for this game. It holds up very well. I mean, this game visually is stunning. It's probably one of the best looking side-scrollers on this console. Now, of course, this is not the best Mega Man game in the series. Kind of hard to beat games like 2 or even 7 in my opinion is very good. But I will say it is a good candidate in the Mega Man series to check out, and if you want a PS1 side-scroller, I think it's a freaking must-play. The things I didn't like with this game, I didn't like the absence of E-Tanks, and I didn't like what they did with Rush. I kind of wish they had the Rush adapters like the last game. I thought that was a really cool thing. I just don't know what they were thinking with the motorcycle. Minor complaint, but some of the voice lines are very cheesy with some of these robot masters, and the cutscenes, they definitely have some cheesiness to them, but I do think the cutscenes are a very nice touch to the game. They're not perfect voice dialogue, but, you know, they're good.
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
But where is Dr. Wily?
We'll find Dr. Wily.
Sort of. There's some very fun boss fights in this game. It's easy when you have the right weapon, but without it, it can make it very challenging, just like any other title in the series. Levels are overall pretty varied. I really like the levels. They're very memorable, at least to me, and not to mention a great soundtrack to boot all of that up. Mega Man 8 is definitely a must-play if you're looking for a good PS1 game, a side-scroller on this system. Or if you're a Mega Man fan and you haven't played this title, I highly recommend you do so, because it is a good time. Most games I talk about are trapped on the PS1. This game is in fact not though. It's also on the Sega Saturn, but I wouldn't even bother with that. It's very expensive. But most people, how they're going to play this, there is a Legacy Collection 2 that's been out for like almost a decade now. So that is a good way to play that game as well as 7, 9, and 10. If you want to own it physically, the price in North America is affordable. It's like 20 to 30 bucks, easy, but PAL regions, ugh, it's expensive. It's crazy because this game used to be like 5 to 10 bucks about 10 years ago when I got it. So it's gone up a little bit, but still a very good price for this game. Well, that's all I've got to say about this game. I'm going to drive around my town with maximum volume, blasting the main theme of Mega Man 2. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have anything to say, leave a comment down below. I'd love if you have anything to say about Mega Man 8, Mega Man in Base, or if you like Mighty Number 9. Until next time, y'all take it easy.